Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. We're already underway today. We're going to do something different, something that I've always wanted to do and share with you for a very long time, and today I'm going to finally do it. We're going to go to LaGuardia Airport by boat. Now unfortunately, during this very uncertain period, there's not a lot of flights that are actually coming into and out of LaGuardia, so I'm really not going to be able to show you a ton of arrivals or departures, but there should be a few that will be coming in. They're currently landing on runway 22 and departing on runway 31, and we're coming in from the Long Island Sound side. As a matter of fact, we're already underway. Come on along and check it out. This is the Bronx Neck Bridge, which connects the Bronx to Queens in New York City. It's a little bit breezy today, so I'm trying to shield myself from the wind. Today, LaGuardia is landing on runway 22 and departing on runway 31, which means that all arrivals that are coming on vectors from the southwest need to make a left turn to land on runway 22. The reason why they do that is because as runway 31 is the departure runway, those departures would go right into the downwind leg of arrivals if they were to fly over Manhattan. So air traffic control, New York approach control, brings the planes over Queens and part of Long Island before they make a left-hand turn to turn back around and land at LaGuardia Airport. There should be a few planes coming in a few moments. We're now on the East River between the Bronx Neck Bridge and the Whitestone Bridge, and that's the Bronx that you see on the screen there. Queens is off to the left. This is a Southwest 737 that is on a 2.5 to 3 mile final to runway 22. This aircraft just made a left-hand turn, and right above the aircraft towards the top of the screen you see a departure. That aircraft took off on runway 31 and is using airspace reserved specifically for departures. Runway 31 is the departure runway, as you can see here, as we're a little bit closer to the airport with this American Airlines A319 on a right-hand turn after departure. Here we're getting closer to LaGuardia Airport as we see this Republic Airlines Embraer 175 approach runway 22. Check out that view of Manhattan. It is unbelievable. This aircraft is approaching the runway 22 approach light pier and will be on the ground momentarily. Just behind me is an American A319 coming in from Chicago. When LaGuardia is landing on runway 22, the best way to see the aircraft up close is on the water, like this Southwest 737. There's Manhattan again. And check out that departure right above the aircraft that was clear for takeoff just moments before this aircraft lands. And we're getting closer and closer to the airport as we parallel the final approach path to runway 22 here. Check out this Republic Embraer 175. Runway 22 is 7,000 feet long. All aircraft on approach to runway 22 fly over the Bronx, the East River, and then over the approach light pier, as this American A320 is doing. The approach light pier is then followed by the touchdown zone, and the touchdown zone on the runway itself is a pier. It's not until a few thousand feet down the runway that the aircraft is directly over land with no water underneath the aircraft. We've now turned to port and are deep into Flushing Bay, and here an Embraer is taking off on runway 31. This video was shot in July of 2020, so there are drastic changes from just a few years ago at LaGuardia Airport. Let's take a look at some of the terminals in more detail. Here's Terminal B. That area that you see there with the white is part of the new terminal that is being developed. And this particular area with the white here is an actual new terminal that is in use. You can see a few aircraft that are parked at the gates. Moving on is Terminal C. That's the west concourse of Terminal C with no aircraft. And the east concourse, where you can see that blue tarp just beyond that buoy, has actually been demolished. There's the connector to Terminal D, and the new gates for Terminal D are seen here. This Republic Embraer 175 on its way to Cleveland, Ohio is passing by terminals D, C, and B in a combination of new and old as it accelerates for takeoff. Once the aircraft is airborne, the passengers that are sitting on the left-hand side of the aircraft are afforded a beautiful view of Manhattan. Here's a close look at the east side of the airport. You can see the head house for Delta Airlines just in front of Terminal D. It's under construction and should be completed soon. That's going to be the new entryway for all passengers on Delta Airlines. And I'll let you enjoy this view of a Southwest 737-700 taking off on runway 31. I tried to race the aircraft, but guess who won? It's now time to head out towards the Long Island Sound. Hopefully traffic will pick up again soon. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below.